relatively close to that area, somebody tried to pickpocket me. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. You guys, I am so excited. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. I'm sure y'all have already seen like the title thumbnail. I'm sure I stuck it on there. But today we are going from Dallas to Madrid, Spain. I already posted on Instagram. I was like, please give me suggestions, things to do, places to eat, all sorts of stuff. And you guys came through as always. But this one should be pretty good because it has been a long old time since I have been to Madrid. Like, it's been years. I am by far the most junior flight attendant on this trip. And when I say by far, I mean by far. So this one should be a lot of fun. So I guess let's go ahead, get our stuff outside. Get our stuff. Is it outside or inside? Get our stuff inside, get our stuff outside. I don't even know anymore. My brain is like fried. I was like, it's kind of too early for my brain to be doing this already. But anyways, let's go ahead and get our stuff out of this car and head inside the airport. How about that? So I brought my flight bag with me as well as my new cooler bag. I did exchange it out like I told you guys. So this is the 32 can instead of the 27. So we got lots of room for some goodies to bring back with us. Also, look how cute this is. I put it on my flight attendant bag. So I shared this in my recent Amazon video with you guys, and I am obsessed. I have my reading glasses in there, so when I want to read a book later. But let's go ahead and get our stuff out now. So here is the hotel room, and in the fridge, there's actually drinks already in here. And one of the flight attendants told me that we're allowed to drink these, so that's cool. And then we have the coffee maker and the bedroom. I already threw my stuff over there. We have a nice desk. And then the closet area, a chair, as well as, I think this is like for your suitcase. And then we have the TV up here. So y'all know the drill. I'm a little crusty. We're not gonna talk about it. But right now it is 10:01 a.m. I'm a little worried if I take a nap that I'm going to doze off because I did not get a good night's rest last night. So I'm worried that I'm not gonna get up and I'm gonna ruin this layover. Another reason that I kind of wanna leave right now, or at least sooner rather than later, is because when I asked you guys on Instagram to leave me some suggestions, there was one thing in particular that just put a little twinkle in my eye. You guys know me so well. I kept seeing a lot of you guys say there is a massive Primark here. So I was like, oh, y'all know. So I immediately started looking up. Now it is a bit of a distance. So it looks like it would either be a 10-minute car ride or it's gonna be roughly a 40-minute walk, give or take, which normally I would probably opt for the car ride just to save time. But I feel like going ahead, sorry. I feel like if we go ahead and walk it, that also allows me to kind of get out, explore, see things, bump into things, let life happen to us a little bit. So I think that's gonna be the plan. I do wanna freshen up my makeup and touch it up and get dressed. So I guess let's go ahead and freshen up, get changed, and get on out of here. This is the most useful thing I've ever bought. I showed it to you guys in my Amazon haul, and it's so nice to be walking around while my phone is charging, and it's not very bulky. But one thing I have definitely noticed here is there's a lot of runners. I'm not one of them, never will be, never intend to be, but there are so many active people here, and not just in the park, like just walking to the park, there's so many people outside just running, which I will admit, the weather is beautiful. I thought it was gonna be really chilly, but it's not. It's kind of just perfect, but yeah, tons of running. Where do I even begin? What a journey, you guys. So I decided to walk out to Primark, and it was quite a walk. It was beautiful. There were parks. It was just like lots of fresh air. Loved it. On the way to Primark though, relatively close to that area, somebody tried to pickpocket me. I was like so confused because I keep my bag. So this is my bag that I have, and I keep it around like so, and then it sits like this. So I'm gonna just knock you down. So it sits literally here. Not the nicest area to be grabbing on a woman, or anybody really for that matter, and that's why I like to keep my bag in that area, so people feel uncomfortable putting their hands all over it. So as I was just walking, minding my own business, I see a mirror coming up on my right side. So naturally, as one does, I turn to check myself out. And to my surprise, there were two women crouched down, one with her arm like reached around going towards my bag. I like jump back, and I guess I startled them, so they jump back, and then they start fake looking at a menu. So they turn to the side where there's like a restaurant and like a menu on the wall. So they pretend to like look at it, and then I just kind of keep glancing over to see if they're gonna follow me or what just happened. I really kind of couldn't believe it. I really was like, I think I just made that up in my head a little bit. Like there's just no way, right? Until I go to Primark, which Primark was massive. It is huge. Y'all are not kidding. It is so big. There are like 5 levels to it. There's security and elevators and stairs and the works. And a lot of stuff like I've seen before, a lot of stuff I've never seen before. It was just crazy. It was so busy. There was so much stimulus. It was very, very overwhelming. I actually didn't buy anything at Primark. I'm a little disappointed, but also like, it was just a lot. And then as I was leaving Primark, I decided to go over, it was like next door, like nearby, and go get a latte as well as like a sandwich. I really just needed something to settle my stomach. And so as I was leaving the cafe with my latte and my sandwich, I start walking by and I see this man screaming. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? So I'm looking, and all of a sudden he is screaming at that group of women that were trying to pickpocket me. He is so livid and enraged, and it was like the 2 of them plus 2 more women, and he was just going in, and his wife was like trying to like pull him, and I was like, oh, okay, I know what's up. They were trying to pickpocket me, and this is like a thing they do in that area, and this guy was mad. He was so angry. So a little lesson for you guys, a little take-home note. Always, always, always check yourself out when you see a mirror nearby. So that was chaotic. And anyways, after that, I just walked through the park, and then I stopped by the supermarket, and I just grabbed a couple things here. Let me grab it and I'll show you. So I got these chips. I really don't know what flavor this is, like maybe like garden salsa or something. And then I picked up 2 of these. So these are the light cafe lattes. This one I'm really curious about because I've never seen these before, ever, anywhere. So I picked up 2 of these, and these are protein mousse. It's about 120 calories in each one and 18 grams of protein for a chocolate mousse. And that was basically all I got. Now I'm just like big chilling in the room. My feet are killing me, and I just kind of wanted to relax a little bit. Plus it was getting embarrassing. It was getting embarrassing walking around with my hair like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and start putting these into the fridge. Another thing that's like, I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer because I'm very, very happy to be here. Like, I feel very, very grateful, but I do kind of wish that I had somebody to explore here. Like, don't get me wrong, there are certain layovers where like I love to just do my own thing, and I've just kind of got like stuff I like to do or just want to explore, and you don't have to worry about anybody. But I just feel like Madrid is just such a fun place. It's so unique. I haven't really experienced a lot. I don't have like a routine of like, this is what I like to do, here's what I like to eat, that sort of stuff. So this would have been really fun if like a crew member or one of the crew members wanted to like actually do something. I don't want to let it get me down though. That's good. I'm not exactly sure what this means, but they kind of taste like a barbecue. They kind of have like a light barbecue flavor to them. They're really, really good.
Good morning, you guys. I am so tired. I set my alarm to go off at 6 and that's basically exactly when I woke up. I'm starting to get a bit hungry, but I am just like so exhausted and like my eyes are burning and I'm tired. I don't really feel like getting ready. So I hopped up over on Uber Eats to see about maybe ordering something just for delivery, or I might order from the hotel because we get a 50% off discount from room service here, which is like a super high discount. So that's really nice. And I've heard it's very, very good. So I'm at one restaurant that looks pretty good. A lot of the stuff is in Spanish though. I feel like I might need to use my Google Translate because it has like an image search that should tell me what some of this is. So I just went downstairs to pick up my food. And as I was going down there, which mind you, I look like this, I go downstairs and I go out the elevator and there's just a large group of people. And I didn't look too close. It was just like an entourage of people. And I'm just like, so I go walk over to the counter, I grab my bag, and then I hop in the elevator with this other guy, and he says, oh, that's so-and-so, which he spoke so fast, I have no idea what he's talking about. I was like, what? And then he said, that's like the biggest, most famous TikToker, which I don't know who the biggest, most famous TikToker is, so I don't even know who so-and-so was, but they were downstairs. So love that. Hopefully I just made the best impression. But you guys, I ordered 3 dishes. This looks good. Ooh, this looks really good. This is way too much food. But honestly, I don't even care. We'll definitely have some leftovers. They're all wrapped in like foil. So let me take the foil off and then I will show you. So this one is some kind of fried fish. It's a little bit soggy, but again, you have to rate things based on delivery because delivery's never as good. If I actually wasn't so exhausted and got my lazy self out. Okay, you know what? It's not as crunchy as I like. I would love to throw this in an air fryer, but the flavor is amazing. That's good. Okay, number 1. Okay, number 2, I think, looks the best out of all of them aesthetically. This dish is some kind of like potato and eggs, and I'm not exactly sure what this meat is called, but it looks really good. Like, look how, I'll see if I flip it up. Look how good that egg looks. Tastes like prosciutto. Oh, also on this one that you can't see, but I remember, because it has these peppers at the bottom. I think they're called like shishito peppers? I don't know, but they're really good. And then dish number 3, and I think this one comes with a sauce, and that is a fried eggplant or aubergine. Is that how some people say aubergine? Oh, you guys, I am excited. I'm so hungry. That half of a sandwich I ate earlier just did not cut it. Yeah, so it has like this balsamic glaze. It's a bit soggy, but again, delivery. You gotta just like lower your standards a little bit. But it looks so good. This sauce kind of reminds me of like a raisin. I asked for a fork, but I guess they didn't bring one. So this is probably gonna be the most interesting finger food, especially with the eggs. I'm kind of like a condiment queen. Like I love my sauces. I love all sorts of sauces. It's like my favorite thing when eating. So I kind of wish I had like an assortment of sauces. I would love some tartar sauce for this fish. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my dinner of 1. Good morning, you guys. I am looking rough. I have been up since 2 a.m. I'm gonna actually take this down. I'm gonna use a clip. Also, while I've been up, I decided to look at different coffee places, like different cafes. A lot of y'all told me to have churros here, which last time I was here, I did have churros, and I remember that. But I was like looking up different spots. A lot of places also like do croissants here as well. I feel like that's just like a very European thing. It's like, obviously you think of France, but you also just think of Europe. You find croissants basically everywhere. But anyways, I figure I would just start getting ready now, and then once they open open, I would go over there. It looks like most of the cafes open around 9 o'clock, but I did find a couple that open at 7:30. But I just figured we'll go ahead and get ready now because showtime is gonna be at 10:15 today. So that way if we go like walk out or do something, like I don't want to feel like I'm in a rush. Hopefully the humidity is not as bad. Otherwise I'm gonna have to come back and redo my hair all over again. So I just looked out my window and I was like, why is it still pitch black outside? And then I realized that sunrise isn't even until 8:34. That is so late. I was like, I don't want to be walking around when it's like pitch black. Okay, I think it's finally bright enough outside. So this is gonna be our super casual coffee fit today. Also, something really nice this hotel does is they put out like light snacks and juices. At least that's what they did last time I was here for crew members. So I might walk past, I might just lurk, have like a little eye on it, see if there's anything we want to grab, and then head over to the coffee spot. So I'm on my phone, so I know the audio is probably garbage right now, but I just love going and having like breakfast and a coffee and like a little pastry by myself. If you've never done that before, I highly recommend. It's so nice just to kind of be like an observer of things and just kind of, you know, just sit back and watch. It's just really nice. But I decided to go for a little stroll, just walk around, get some fresh air. I feel like yesterday I wasn't really feeling like myself, and now today I feel more peaceful. I feel more bliss, more centered. I just feel like so much better. So we're just doing that. I set an alarm on my phone though for 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes we have to be back at the hotel and finally get dressed and start getting ready. But until then, let's just walk around and enjoy Madrid. So that was absolute perfection. Like morning game, 10 out of 10. If you have never gone and sat somewhere like a cafe and just had like breakfast and a coffee by yourself, do it. If you want to just like feel refreshed and recharged, that is the way. Being an observer of life, like not really interacting, not really doing much, just sitting back and observing everything around you. Like it was exactly what I needed. I was like, this is what I wanted. This was the experience when I came to Madrid. This was exactly what I was looking for. So I just kind of ate my churro, which was fabulous, absolutely fabulous, and had my cafe con leche, also fabulous, both 10 out of 10. I also ran by the market again because I was like really I was really hoping I would be able to find some turmeric shots. Did not find it. I guess I'm like partially surprised, but also like not really surprised. So right now it is 9:33. I don't know why it never wants to show the time. It takes forever to show the time when I show it like that, but if I film just straight like this, immediately you can see it. I don't know why that is what it is, but you have to like applaud my commitment. I know one of you guys were laughing at me saying like, she's always showing the phone, but she can never read the time. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's right. Like at least I'm committed. At least I'm consistent. You know what I mean? So we have about 40 minutes give or take. So not too bad. And like I said, I'm mostly packed up. So it's really just gonna come down to like the finishing touches, the finesse, and the uniform. And that's about it. All right, well, it's officially that time. So I guess let's go ahead and get our stuff and go downstairs to meet the rest of the crew.